Today's episode of Dating Disasters features a Reddit classic from Devin, a man who almost lost everything to uninvited guests. Let's get into it.
Hey, I'm Devin. So I have a dating horror story that ended up in robbery and my family being in danger. I had been talking to this girl I met on a dating app for maybe a week, and we decided to hang out. She seemed chill, cute, a little shy, nothing that felt off though. So I ended up inviting her over to my place. It was me, my little brother, my grandma, and my baby cousin at home that day. When she got there, I introduced her to everyone. She smiled, acted polite, even chatted with my grandma for a minute. Everything seemed normal. I was trying to be cool, showing her around, just talking casually. She started asking questions like, who else lives here? And, oh, this house is so nice. Is it your family's?
Yeah, something is definitely not right.
Like normal questions. I thought she was just being friendly. But I also felt a little weird because she kept looking outside, towards the backyard. I asked her if she was okay. She said, yeah, just checking out the view. And then out of nowhere, this random dude barges into my house. I looked at her and I saw that she was looking at the guy and gave him a nod, almost like a signal. He then headed straight for the living room, grabbed our speakers, game consoles, tablets, and started loading it all up into this beat up Chevy Impala parked outside. Honestly, I didn't even know what was happening at first, so I kind of froze. But then he pulled out a knife. He looked at me and said, if you don't chill, I'll go upstairs and stab everyone in this house. Don't make me do that.
This story reminds me of the saying, invite the unknown and you risk the unknowable. Let's see what happens next.
And that's kind of where it hit me. I brought this random girl into my house and put my entire family in danger. So I just stood there while she looked at me dead in the face and said, just let us leave if you know what's best for you. So yeah, I didn't move. I couldn't move. I just kept thinking about my baby cousin, my little brother, my grandma upstairs. A few seconds later, I heard tires screeching. My brother ended up coming down to ask what happened. I didn't even know what to say to him. I just stared at the empty spot where the TV used to be. My grandma ended up calling the cops, and when they came, they asked me how I knew them, and I told them I didn't know the guy. Honestly, I barely knew the girl, and that was the first time meeting her in person. But man, she set the whole thing up. She was just the decoy so that her boyfriend could come in and rob us. Later that night, some other truck pulled up next to the house.
Excuse me, what?
Someone screamed. I heard a glass bottle being smashed. I heard the car peel off. We don't know if it was connected or anything. It might have been something else, but it felt kind of like a warning. All I know is we got lucky. No one was hurt. But I'm never bringing anyone into my house again without knowing who they really are. I definitely learned my lesson from that.
Devin was lucky. He and his family could have lost way more than they did. This is why we always background check our dates before meeting them. See you next time. We want to thank you for following and subscribing to Dating Disasters. If you have your own story to share, we'd love to hear it. Send us a comment and we'll get back to you. Bye.